Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to The Tried Truth. In this episode, I'm going to take a look at a fragrance from the house of Maison Alhambra, Exclusif Saffron. Stay tuned. All right, guys, so let's get right into this presentation. Anyway, we'll get right into the fragrance here. So, again, with these beautiful bottles, I'm telling you, some of the nicer bottles in the game right here. Just look at that. I mean, got these ridges cut all the way around. I don't know if you can see that, but heavy bottles, real thick glass base, cut in here for the label to just kind of, it's a pressed in badge. It's kind of metallic, but the cap isn't very heavy. It's got a little weight to it, but you'd think it'd be heavier for the size of it. But it is a solid plastic cap. I mean, you know. Anyway, nice atomizer. Get a spray going here. Not a bad presentation overall. I'm telling you. And the scent, we'll get into that. But yeah, as far as the accords of the fragrance, it does ride a little bit oriental. But what you kind of get is, as far as accords, is more or less woody, intense, floral, and fruity. That about sums it up as far as what you can expect from a fragrance like this. Okay, so the notes of this fragrance, I found a couple of different selections to go by, but for the most part, the most brief set of notes that I found are here on the Triple Traders website, and it has the top as black currant, tonka bean, and saffron. In the mid, you get rose and iris, and in the base, you have vanilla, gaiac wood, leather, and that's it. So, yeah, let me double check. Base notes: vanilla, gaiac wood, and leather. Yeah, that's pretty much what it says. Now, I did pick up a different set of notes, and this one sounds a little bit better. But what it says, I can't remember which. I think it was the Maison Alhambra website. Now they have it noted as they did not put a top, mid, or base. They just went with it. But cashmere wood, forest fruits, citrus, violet, juniper berries, musk, vetiver, and black currant. And that sounds good too. So you definitely pick up on the black currant in this fragrance. You definitely pick up on the rose, the cashmere wood, a little bit of iris. I mean, let's get it on the cardstock here and see where it goes. But I'll tell you what I think of the fragrance overall. I like it a lot. As far as unisex fragrances, this is unisex 101. This is the perfect example of a unisex scent or fragrance. But the quality on the Maison Alhambra Exclusif line is extremely high. This is a very, very calming, soothing scent. It's a peaceful scent. It's sweet, velvety almost. You get such a relaxing vibe from this thing. The bottle with that blue badge, it really gives it almost gives it away. You know, you get this bright citrus in the opening. The cap kind of tells you, and then that color of that liquid. Yeah, it's really, really good. A lot of incense in this one. It's not even noted. Right when you apply the fragrance, you get this rich aromatic saffron, and they kind of combine it with a sweet black currant. Lofty aromatic saffron combined with a sweet essence of black currant, and then you get this warm blast of this dusty tonka bean. It's very sweet, woody, soft, you know, almost like a sandalwood. The vetiver and the tonka bean create this wood-like note. Dark blue violet undertones. The dark blue velvety violet flowers. Man, try to say that real fast. But yeah, that's what you get. It's not masculine, it's not feminine, it's linear. It's right there in the middle. If it was on the pH scale, this would be a 7. It's a very spicy fragrance. The saffron is very sharp, quilted with the sweet violet. In the opening, you get this really bright, I'd say it's grapefruit. They just put it down as citruses, sharp, spicy saffron. And then, you know, you get these smoldering tones of green earthy vetiver. Even in the dry down, this thing just lingers. It's such a, this is another one of those type of fluttering fragrances, kind of like a butterfly. It's just one of those real sweet, essencey, incensey, fluttering fragrances that just hangs out. And it's got a lot of longevity. More than the Exclusif Tobacco. That one dried down, got really soft around 8 hours. Now this one hangs out, and even though it dries down and it gets really airy and soft, fluttery, but it's like it doesn't get any weaker after the 8-hour mark. It lasts. If violet can be ripe, then at the sweetest aromatic point in its life, and then these the black currant and the juniper berries, the ripest point. Yeah, that's what you really pick up, because it's the essences in this fragrance are very oily and very fragrant. And the combination of notes, not just the existing notes, but the combinations of notes created from the notes, you kind of get these tones, kind of like yellow and blue make green. So where's the green coming from? Well, it's coming from the yellow and the blue. Green's not in there, but when you add the yellow and the blue, you get the green. That's what I'm saying about this fragrance. It's kind of like that, whereas the notes they never want to die off. They just keep on banging. So, you know, blend of cedar, amber, vanilla, and musk. You really pick up stuff that's not even really listed. And like I said, they're very vague on their notes. I think they just try to fly under the radar with what exactly they're putting in there. But they're really good at doing what they do. I mean, the quality here is outstanding. You get a violet, rosy, ripe, peachy vibe. You really do. This one is a very velvety blue incensey fragrance. Good way of putting it. Very warm, floral, spicy, incensey, sweet. Oh man, it's a lingering fragrance. It's got a class to it though. It's got a high class vibe to it. It kind of smells a little bit like when you go into a Macy's and you're somewhere in between their high-end Coach bags, the leather Coach bags, and then on the other side you got the fragrance counter. So you're standing there and you're picking up the sense of all this new leather over here, and you got all these olfactory fragrance vibes over here, and you're kind of in the middle, probably somewhere right there where the glass cases with all of the jewelry and watches are. Kind of like that, and that new carpet smell. This is really got a classy vibe to it. It kind of does smell like a Macy's. Harmonious and soothing. It's this elegant bouquet of rose and iris. This thing, it's got everything to offer as far as a unisex fragrance. I can easily respect this on a man or a woman. It's not going to smell out of place either way. It doesn't smell too feminine for a man to wear. Like, I'm telling you, like, I picture a guy wearing this with like a white collar button-up shirt, maybe down a few buttons, springtime, just cleaned up, just there it is. I'm telling you. And any occasion, any event, any age can wear this one. I wouldn't say that you could put an age on it where someone younger couldn't wear it. I think a teenager could wear this, and all the way up to whoever likes it. It's just a very pleasant, inviting, clean, warm, spicy. And it's not even that warm. It's just warm to the point of soothing. That's what you kind of get to it. But it's fruity, it's fragrant, it's got it all. This fragrance has it all. It's kind of like the Swiss Army knife of fragrances. It has it all. It'll do it all. Any time of year you can wear this. I think in the summertime it would probably smell even better. I think it would kick it up a notch. It would activate the oils in this thing. It would probably have better sillage in the summer or even warmer weather. I think spring, winter, fall, summer nights would be enormous with this. Summer nights would probably be the best for this fragrance. But I think a fall or spring day, 65-degree weather would be great. You get this thing in the 70s, it's going to be outstanding. I'm telling you, this is just one of the better fragrances. So rich aromatic saffron, sweet essence of black currant, warm dusty tonka bean, soft woodiness, dark blue violet flowers, fragrant. This thing is just got it going on. Heavy saffron, intense leather, but I think when it comes to the leather, it's kind of just a combination of the notes. Tonka bean, saffron, just the way it's blended. You get this fruity citrus embrace at the beginning. Juicy, almost pomelo with grapefruit foreground. And it kind of leads up to this resinous, spicy, winding juniper. Velvety smooth cashmere, kind of in the form of a fluffy musk. Yeah, guys, let me tell you something. Who do I picture wearing this? Well, like I said, any age can wear it. It's kind of unisex. It's definitely a unisex fragrance, but I'll tell you who. I'm gonna label this fragrance once and for all as the Elvis Presley fragrance. And the reason I say that is, immediately when I first smelled this, and I wrote it here, blue suede shoes, blue suede incense. That's what it really smells like more than anything. If you could pick one thing to say about this fragrance that would classify it in someone's mind, what does this smell like? It smells like blue suede and incense. And how does blue suede have, blue suede, does it even have a fragrance? Does it have a smell? Yeah, I guess it would. It would smell a little bit like leather, but the blue color, the dye, if you actually used black currant or juniper berries or some way that you could use violet and berries to dye the blue suede shoes, that's what you get. Blue suede shoes, blue suede incense. Elvis Presley, kind of like when he's on stage doing his thing, it's because it kind of smells a little bit like a love song at first, and it gets a little bluesy, and then it gets a little bit of rock and roll, and then before you know it, this thing's just all over the place. And yeah, Elvis Presley scent, especially when he's wearing a little bit of eyeshadow and his makeup, doing his thing, kind of gives it that unisex vibe. Anybody can wear this. I'm telling you, this is the Elvis Presley fragrance. I've never smelled a fragrance to where when I thought of a person, Elvis Presley popped into my head. This is the one. This is a 10 out of 10. Another banger, another must-have from the house of Maison Alhambra. Don't sleep on this one, guys. The quality of these is outstanding. They are standalone fragrances. I don't care what they smell like. These are great fragrances for the money. There's no point in going out and spending $300-400 for what this smells like when you can get this, and the quality is the same, and most of the time, sometimes even better. Maison Alhambra fragrances, this exclusive line, it's outstanding. The performance, I'm telling you, this is a 12, 14, 16-hour fragrance. You get it on your clothes. This cardstock, I've had this fragrance for about a week, and I applied it to this very cardstock, and this morning I picked it up and you can still smell it on here. It's that good, guys. I'm telling you, it's that good. Longevity is outstanding. I could smell it the next day on my skin. I'm not sure exactly how many hours, but it went at least 12, 14 hours. Still smelling on my skin. So, and on cardstock and on my clothes, could still smell it the next day. So, what do you want? $35. Where did I get this? Triple Traders. I picked this and Exclusif to back up. And both of these are outstanding. I can't pick which one I think I like the tobacco better, but I like this one just as good. So enough said, guys. I'll let you go. Thanks for stopping into the Tried Truth and checking out the review. I appreciate it. We'll see you next time.